Imagine you and your partner, both over 50, searching for a way to reignite the passion in your relationship. Over time, routine may have taken the excitement out of your connection, leaving things feeling stagnant. However, what if I told you that just two specific positions could revolutionize your intimate experiences? This isn't only about technique, it's about fostering connection and being fully present with one another. In this video, I'll explain how a few straightforward adjustments can bring back intimacy, leading to deeper pleasure and satisfaction. Before we proceed, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to keep up with our discussions about relationships and intimacy. If you enjoy this video, give it a like to help us reach others. Let us know in the comments. Leave a 1 if this topic resonated with you, a 0 if it didn't, so we can refine our content. Let me tell you about an experience of mine. Some time ago, my partner and I found ourselves in a bit of a slump. Everything in our private life had become predictable and uninspiring. Have you ever felt that way? Like everything just blends into the same uneventful routine? Then one day, without any prior planning, we decided to take a different approach. Instead of rushing into the physical side of things, we concentrated on reconnecting emotionally. We spent time looking into each other's eyes, sharing gentle touches, and having meaningful conversations. It felt like rekindling a flame that had been extinguished for ages. From that point on, everything changed, both emotionally and physically. It became more intense and meaningful. I realized then that for many women, particularly those over 50, the most important aspect isn't purely physical. It's about being genuinely present and connected in the moment. And it's not just my perspective. A Harvard University study found that building a strong emotional bond before and during intimacy significantly enhances the experience for both partners. It's not just the physical connection that matters. How each person feels emotionally plays an equally crucial role. If you're curious about how two simple positions can elevate your intimate life, stay tuned. I'll provide practical advice grounded in both research and real-life experiences to help you and your partner rediscover attraction and closeness. Oh, and by the way, I'm Laura. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated on our content. Let's jump in. So, number 1, building a connection that fuels passion. Emotional connection is the key to keeping the flame of passion alive, especially as we age. Many women, particularly those over 50, emphasize that the most important thing is how they feel around their partner. The physical side of intimacy is important, but the emotional bond takes precedence. Studies reveal that the majority of women value emotional intimacy far more than physical acts. The secret to rekindling passion lies in being fully present, not just physically nearby, but emotionally and spiritually connected. Here's a suggestion. Before becoming intimate, dedicate time to connect meaningfully. Have a light-hearted conversation, offer a tender touch, or share a loving gaze. These simple gestures can completely transform the experience. For example, my partner and I once made a conscious effort to break free from routine. Instead of diving into the usual physical interactions, we prioritized enjoying each other's presence and shared gentle, loving touches. This enhanced the connection we shared, making everything far more special and intense. You don't need grand gestures to reignite passion. Small, thoughtful actions can make a world of difference. Show her that you cherish her not just for her physical attributes, but for the moments you share together. This acknowledgement makes her feel valued and appreciated. Ultimately, these small interactions are what truly strengthen the bond between you. Number 2, the intimacy of spooning. You might assume that spooning is simply a cuddling position, but it's far more than that. For many women, particularly those in their mature years, feeling safe and close is essential, and spooning offers exactly that. It's a beautiful blend of affection and physical pleasure, making the moment deeply meaningful. In this position, a woman feels secure and protected in her partner's embrace, which fosters a sense of safety. Interestingly, that sense of security doesn't diminish passion, it amplifies it. When a woman feels safe, she is more willing to open up, both emotionally and physically, creating space for incredible intimacy. Research has shown that couples who cuddle in this way, with skin-to-skin contact, report feeling a stronger emotional bond. This position is not just about being close physically, it's an opportunity to deepen your connection emotionally. And don't mistake it for a simple hug. You can make the moment even more special by adding small, thoughtful gestures. For instance, while spooning, you could whisper something sweet in her ear. It doesn't need to be elaborate. A sincere compliment like telling her how beautiful she looks or expressing your happiness at being near her can leave a lasting impact. These words, though simple, can be incredibly meaningful. Additionally, spooning allows you to explore and touch various sensitive areas, making the experience even more intimate. There's no need to hurry. Slower movements can often have a stronger impact. A soft touch along the neck or a gentle kiss near the ear can heighten the intensity of the moment. Spooning is an excellent way to build anticipation and gradually amplify pleasure, making the eventual transition even more thrilling. The goal is to use this intimate closeness to deepen the bond between you. It's an opportunity to connect not only on a physical level, but also emotionally, fostering a sense of security that, in a mature relationship, can evolve into something far more profound. And remember, taking your time to build intimacy can leave a lasting impression. Even making a pile of plates is a special kind of meditation. Think of the power in that, the surprise in that, and to touch one's time. Let's explore a position that's not only thrilling, but also carries significant emotional weight from many mature women. The reverse cowgirl places her in control, offering a dynamic that can transform your connection. Picture this. At this stage in life, Women often have a deeper understanding of themselves and their preferences. In this position, she has full control over the pace, angle, and intensity of the experience. For a woman who may have frequently felt pressure to conform to expectations, this control can be incredibly empowering and satisfying. A friend of mine once shared her experience trying this position for the first time. She described it as nothing short of transformative, not just because of the physical pleasure, but because of the confidence she gained from being in charge. She realized that this newfound sense of empowerment was just as impactful as the physical sensation. It made her feel desired and strong, which in turn enhanced the experience for her partner as well. Here's where you come in. Even though she's leading, your role remains essential. Offer her your support and help her feel free to explore. Research highlights that when a woman has control over her pleasure, her overall satisfaction increases significantly. Instead of simply observing, be an active participant. Offer encouraging words, gentle caresses, and meaningful glances that make her feel even more empowered. One added benefit of this position is the incredible view it provides of her body, which only enhances the experience. However, it's not merely about what you see, it's about what that image represents. A confident woman embracing her desires. This moment is a powerful reminder of the role confidence plays, especially when society often assumes that passion fades over time. Don't underestimate the emotional impact of the reverse cowgirl. When she feels unrestricted and able to explore without judgment, it fosters a deeper level of intimacy between you. It's like saying, "You have the control, and I trust you," which can make all the difference. Ultimately, this position isn't just about physical pleasure. It's a space for her to express her freedom and confidence. For you, it's a chance to admire and celebrate that. After all, at this stage in life, confidence is perhaps the most potent aphrodisiac. Number 4, rhythm is everything. Now let's focus on the importance of rhythm and how it relates to understanding her body. Rhythm is a fundamental aspect of creating pleasure. While it's easy to fixate on specific techniques or positions, what truly matters is tuning in to how she feels. Everyone has their own unique pace, and recognizing this is key to crafting memorable moments. This kind of connection doesn't happen instantly. It takes attentiveness, presence, and patience. It's essential to keep in mind that the way a mature woman's body responds may differ from how it did in earlier years. Studies indicate that for women over 50, sexual responses may take longer to build, but can be deeper and more enduring with the right approach. This is why rushing is counterproductive. Think of her body like a piece of music. Sometimes the melody is slow and gentle, while other times it crescendos to an exhilarating climax. Your role is to listen to that rhythm. Pay attention to her breathing. If it becomes quicker or deeper, it's a sign you're on the right track. Watch how she reacts to your touch or kisses If she arches her back or closes her eyes, you're likely hitting the right notes. Here's a useful tip. Don't hesitate to ask her how she feels. Many people assume they need to figure everything out on their own, but open communication is vital for a pleasurable experience. Simply asking, "Do you like this?" or "How does this feel?" can lead to greater enjoyment for both of you. Being vulnerable in these moments doesn't make you weaker, it strengthens the connection between you. Another effective approach is to vary the rhythm. Avoid sticking to a single pace. Start slow to build anticipation, and when you sense she's ready, gradually increase the intensity. Just be sure to transition smoothly, avoiding abrupt changes. Rhythm isn't limited to physical movement. The emotional component matters. Just the right moment can completely change the mood. For women, pleasure often stems from feeling desired, valued, and understood. The most important thing is to remain fully present. Don't treat these moments as a task to complete or a race to finish. Instead, focus on genuinely connecting with her. There's no need to rush. There's no finish line to cross. The more effort you put into understanding her cues, the more powerful and fulfilling the experience becomes. Ultimately, figuring out how to interpret a woman's body doesn't have to be difficult. It's about being attentive, noticing the small things, and staying adaptable. What makes a moment truly memorable isn't just the actions you take, but the way you approach them and the emotional connection you build throughout the process. Number 5, exploring fantasies after 50. Let's discuss fantasies, an aspect often thought to belong only to younger generations. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, this stage of life is ideal for uncovering desires you might have kept hidden for years. The encouraging news is that your partner likely has fantasies too. Studies show that both men and women continue to imagine and dream about intimate scenarios well into their 60s and 70s. The key difference between couples who bring these fantasies to life and those who don't is simply having the courage to talk about them. It can feel daunting to open up and share your innermost desires, but taking that step makes everything far more enjoyable. Picture a quiet afternoon spent at home, the two of you unwinding with a glass of wine. This could be the perfect opportunity to bring up those little thoughts you've never shared before. There's no need to jump straight into the deep end. Start with something easy, like, "I've always wondered about," or "Have you ever thought of trying this?" Or they take a risk that is exciting and see how it pans out. This approach helps create a safe, open space for conversation without fear of being judged. When trust is established, a deeper level of intimacy can develop. Keep in mind that fantasies don't have to be extravagant. They might be as simple as trying something different at home, changing the environment, or planning a getaway to a special place to break free from your daily routine. The key is to step outside of your usual comfort zone exploring, and rediscovering one another. Here's another piece of advice: take the time to really listen to her. Giving your partner the chance to express her desires without judgment is essential. The feeling of being heard and understood can spark something new and unexpected. Fantasies at this stage of life aren't just about the actions themselves. They're about the freedom to try fresh experiences, in rediscovering you're even deeper. If you've ever thought you've done it all, think again. There's so much more waiting to be explored. All it takes is the willingness to step into uncharted territory. Far from being a limitation, maturity is a gateway to new adventures, both as individuals and as a couple. The next time you're with your partner, remember the ideas we've discussed. Be fully present, embrace every moment, and enjoy life to the fullest. It's too short not to savor all it has to offer. If you've made it this far, let me know by commenting. I love this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on notifications. My name is Laura, and I'm here to share meaningful topics that can enrich your life every day. See you next time.